Hello, my name is Miriam Chachamu and I'm a family psychotherapist and also a human givens practitioner. I'm the author of this book, How to Calm a Challenging Child. And in the next few minutes, I'd like to tell you a little bit about why I'm so passionate about families and children, what I teach in my courses, and how I think I can help. So I came to this work being a parent myself, sometimes struggling with my own children, but more often looking and seeing around me how sometimes parents and teachers were really struggling to get children to cooperate. So typically a parent will say something once, twice, needs to nag and shout, and then everybody gets upset, and what could be a very calm and happy family life sometimes became a bit of a struggle. And I could see the same pattern in schools. And parents were following the common advice, teachers were doing that too, and that was basically to praise the good behavior and ignore the bad behavior. But unfortunately, it doesn't work, because when you ignore the bad behavior, it usually doesn't just go away. So I was looking for ways to help these parents and came across Calmer, Easier, Happier Parenting and other. I've read extensively and trained myself and basically learned much of what I know now from hands-on work with children and with families. And so in order to help children, you need to understand why it is that they misbehave. No child gets up in the morning and thinking, oh, my family loves me, my brothers and sisters are great, I love school, it's not too hard, it's not too easy, I've got plenty of friends, let me go there in the morning and whack another child in the face. It just doesn't happen like that. When a child misbehaves, whether it's at school or at home, or when a child's got social problems, there's always a reason. And the reason always goes back to needs not being met or perceived as not being met. And we're going to talk about it more and more in my course. So I set out to investigate this, and in the end I came up, as I was going along, I came up with a mixture of understandings, like ideas about understanding how children think, what they feel, how they experience what it is that we say to them, how do they experience our communication, which is often very different from what we intend to convey. And then with practical skills of what to reduce from our language because it doesn't work and often backfires, and what to do instead. And I think that the part of what to do instead is very important, because most of us didn't have very good role models of teachers and parents who knew how to talk to us to get us to be our best. So sometimes we're faced with a child who doesn't listen, doesn't cooperate, ignores us, and sometimes we just don't know what to do. And even though we may understand why he's doing it, we still don't know what to do. And this is where my course comes in. So it combines psychological understanding about child development, and what children understand and what they cannot understand, what could be expected and what couldn't be expected, and loads of practical communication skills that have been tried and tested for a long time over many hours with lots of people. So I'd say I personally worked with hundreds of children and families. I've given course to probably tens of thousands of parents and about the same number of teachers. So I go and observe children in classrooms, in school, in the playground. I advise teachers. I give lots of like what's called instead days, which is training for teachers. And I go from one school to the other and get very good results and very good feedback. So I do invite you to look out for my course, and if you are working with children, living with children, or even if you're a psychotherapist that works with parents who complain about their children, I think this course will be for you and you'll find something in it.